Hi, it's your girl Esther Joy coming at you with another video. On this channel, we like to talk about love, light, joy, and peace, and today we're going to be talking about how to clearly manifest. Now, I'm making this video because I've had some realizations, and most of the realizations I've had are realizing that manifestation is pretty easy. It's the knowing what you want to actually manifest and why you want to do it, and kind of the mindset and the clarity that is really the struggle. And I wanted to give you a real life example because yeah. So story time, your girl was working. I do some freelance web design stuff, and I was working for the company that I'm currently, helping me pay my tuition and whatnot. And they were asking me to do some things on the website I've never done before. It was like a little confusing, to say the least. They were like, we have all of these domain names, can you hook it up and like duplicate it and like just have another domain pretty much. Honestly, in hindsight, it doesn't sound that confusing, and I had a pretty good idea of what they wanted from me, but I was still pretty hesitant and not exactly sure how to deliver. What exactly did they want? There are X, Y, and Z I could do, and technically this all would kind of fulfill what they were asking for, but I wasn't entirely sure. And so what I did was I poked around a little bit, saw, read some instructional, wikis and whatnot. And then I wrote down, I just got a piece of paper, grabbed a piece of paper, and I just wrote down on a few sticky notes of what, they were looking for. And that right there, oddly enough, I was like, okay, cool. So just need to duplicate the web page onto this new URL. Great, can do that. Great. And then I looked up, and it was as if it was already done. Like, I realized that I already did the work by like clicking around. I was just like kind of confused and not sure. And so, yeah, confidence is key when it comes to manifestation, but more importantly, clarity. Clarity is key when it comes to actually manifesting. And to drive this home a little bit more, I have the definition of manifestation right up here, so might as well just take a moment to look at this bad boy, if you know what I'm saying. Might as well, you know what I'm saying. Window PC. Alright, guys. Literally, it says manifest means a clear or obvious to the eye of the mind. Okay, so the third eye is playing a role, a display or show by one's act or appearance. And there are a couple of other ones. Be evident, prove. All of these things are ways that we can literally see our manifestation. Our manifestations are something that is proof of our mind in reality. It's something that you can focus on, or in some sense of the word, I guess it is an output to our sensations so that we can input it in some way. Okay, so yeah, I think this kind of is like a big moment for me because I'm faced with a lot of scary moments where I'm like, I want to make something and I think it will be cool to, bring this into reality, but I have no idea how to. And I realize that the more I share with others, now it's like a double-sided sword, double-edged sword. You have the one side that is so excited to help and encouraging, and that can make my mind think that I've already reached the manifestation in some ways. It can be a dangerous place if I'm not obsessive with reaching the manifestation in its entirety and fulfilling it. And then you have the other side, which is the confusion. You share your manifestations and you leave with people, and then you leave feeling more confused afterwards, or they're confused about it. And to be honest, if they're confused about your manifestation, hasn't really come there yet, then that's a sign for you to probably clarify it a little bit more within your own being, okay? Respect that reflection that is being sent to you and do what you will with it. So, yeah, I'm realizing that you need to be clear when you're manifesting. And this doesn't mean have a blueprint of every single task and situation and goal and everything that you need in order to get there, but sometimes it does. It depends on what you're trying to manifest. And I wanted to tie this a little bit into ADHD as well, because I think that we can all agree that ADHD is something that can hinder our attention, and therefore, at times, perhaps the clarity of what we were wanting, because our mind may go to many different places at once. But I want to say that there's also a strength in this idea of manifesting, even if you do have ADHD or ADD, or, an attention disorder of sorts. I think that you can utilize and leverage this, if done properly, to kind of clarify your manifestation by eliminating the distractions when you do identify as being distracted. Okay, so that's my note on that. But yeah, I really wanted to just let you know that it's important to be clear with what you are wanting to manifest. You cannot manifest something if you don't have a clear idea what that is. And the best way to do this is to visualize and to feel. Okay, so you might want to start off with that visualization. But for me, I kind of struggle with on command, visualizing, whatever especially if I'm not super clear on the manifestation. But what kind of sticks for me a lot more? That feeling of what that manifestation is like, that feeling of who it's gonna help. Ooh, getting into that feeling sometimes is easier than other times. It depends on the person, it depends on the nature of the manifestation. But feeling into it really helps me then tap into the visualization. And then from there, I can kind of get the specifics, and I can reverse engineer that manifestation to take the, the lead movements in order to get what I want, if that makes sense. And I think that it's really important that you have a reason why you want what you want. We all have reasons as to why we want what we want, but actually taking time to identify that why will really help you. So the most important thing you can do is journal, pretty much, is what I'm trying to say. Journal, because it will clear it will take everything in your mind, and it will give you some space to really look and clarify what it is that you are wanting to create. You only have so much energy and intention in this world. I hate to burst your bubble, though, that's not a bad thing. There's a lot you can do with it, and I'm sure there are programs out there that can allow you to get the most out of the energy and the attention that you have. Writing down stuff is one of them. I think that a good sign of a manifestation or somebody who knows what they're doing is that first they'll plan it out, and then they'll actually execute it. Because I think we all can plan out our dream life, but it takes a lot to know the first step. And I think that's where a lot of us may get stumped. And that's the most important thing to manifest. Just the first step. You don't need to focus on the grand blueprint plan. You just need to manifest that first step to get to where you want to go. And then the next, and then the next, and then the next, and then we'll come through, and it will be easier because you're gaining momentum with this manifestation. And with each step, you gain confidence, and you are better equipped to know how to identify what it is exactly you have to do to get what you want. And of course, use discernment, listen to your gut, listen to your heart, listen to your guides, God, the universe. Be aware of all of the energy that's at play here. And listen to it and take that feedback into account, because there will be times where we have to pivot. And this is why I think it's important not to plan too much when it comes to your manifestation. You might think that, oh, okay, well, to manifest, I have to be very clear on what it is I want. So I'm going to create a blueprint. And I've been there. And sometimes what happens is that you get a bit too rigid in how you feel things should come. And you just don't really give the universe an opportunity to unfold in its organically chaotic, organized way. So that's what I'm learning. You gotta allow yourself this space to just manifest the first step, because if you can get clear on the first step, you'll be good, my friend. You will be a-okay. And I'm telling you this from somebody who is very, very afraid of what they want to manifest in the world, because it feels big and it feels scary and intimidating. And yeah, your girl is a planner, your girl is a strategist. She's somebody who loves to sit down and pull out the whiteboard and make, diagrams of how she's going to, approach the manifestation and all of that. But I realize that it kind of paralyzes me to take that first step, and it makes me feel like I've already taken the first step, which is false, because planning to take the first step is not the same as taking the first step. So I'm realizing that you really just need to manifest the first step to whatever it is that you want to manifest in the world. You do not need to manifest the whole thing, all right? You just need to bring that first step. That is all. Just focus on that first one thing that you need to do, and that is it. And you will get to where you need to go. Okay, so that's really all I have for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did, so I know so and can continue to make more videos like this one. I hope this was helpful to you in some way, and that it really encourages you to focus on just the first step for whatever it is you're wanting to manifest, because it only is one step at a time you need in order to get to where you're going. And that is how you create clarity. So sit down, grab a journal, grab a pen, write it out, and then figure out what that first step is. More importantly, just take the first step. You don't even have to figure it out. Just take the first step. Trust yourself. And yeah, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Much love. Namaste. God bless.